It's chewy, stretchy, and so delicious. Mochi is a sweet or savory rice cake that's been enjoyed for centuries. You may have had it filled with ice cream, red bean, or on its own as a topping. Today we're going to show you how to make daifuku, which is just a variation of mochi that has a sweet filling inside. There are a ton of varieties, but we'll be stuffing ours with 3 of the most common fillings: red bean paste, strawberries, and matcha ice cream. Okay, time to make some mochi magic! Mochi is made from a glutinous rice called mochigome, which is steamed and then pounded into the smooth, chewy consistency. Traditionally in Japan, the rice is first soaked in water and then steamed in boxes called seiro. The steamed rice is then transferred to a mortar known as usu and pounded with wooden mallets called kine. A rhythm forms amongst those pounding the mochi and the person turning and wetting the mochi. Once the pounding is complete, the mochi is ready to be shaped. We know not everyone has gigantic mallets at home. So today we're going to show you how to make mochi using a sweet and super easy mochi base called gyuhi. To make gyuhi, we'll need mochiko, a sweet rice flour. Mochiko is made out of the same glutinous rice that gives mochi its amazing texture. We'll start by mixing together our mochiko, sugar and water in a microwave-safe bowl until the mixture is smooth. To color our strawberry daifuku mochi pink, we're going to add a teaspoon of dragon fruit powder to the mixture. And to color our matcha ice cream daifuku green, we'll add a teaspoon of matcha powder. Cover the bowl with plastic wrap and microwave it in 60-second intervals. We're cooking our mochi mixture in a microwave, but you can also use a stovetop, rice cooker, or steamer. The mixture should look halfway transparent like this. Give it a quick mix, cover it again, and then pop it back in the microwave for 15 to 30-second intervals. And make sure to keep stirring in between. We really want to be careful not to burn our mochi mixture. You'll know when it's ready when it's super glossy like this. Cover your work surface in cornstarch and pour the mochi mixture out. It's going to be super hot, so just let it sit for a minute to cool down. Mochi dough is super sticky, so it's really important that you also dust the mochi and your hands with cornstarch. Next, we'll roll out the dough using a rolling pin until it's half an inch thick. Then we'll use a pizza cutter to cut out 3 by 3 inch mochi dough squares. You should have 4 squares per color. Okay, let's get into our beautiful fillings. The first filling we're going to make is red bean paste. You can buy pre-made paste in grocery stores, but we like to make it from scratch to control its moisture levels. First, we'll rinse half a cup of red beans under cold water. We love adzuki beans from Hokkaido because they're smaller and a bit more tender than the other kinds. Then we'll add the beans and 1 1/4 cups of water to a rice cooker and cook for about an hour and a half. The beans should still be firm, like this. We'll rinse the beans one more time and put them back in the rice cooker with another half cup of water. We'll cook the bean mixture again for an hour and a half until the beans are super tender and cooked through. We'll sweeten it up with some sugar and salt and just let it sit in the rice cooker one last time for about 30 minutes. Then we'll mash everything together and spread the paste onto a small baking tray to let it cool down. You want it to feel pliable and not too firm like Play-Doh. If it's too dry, refrigerate it for at least 2 hours or up to overnight. If it's too wet, microwave it in 90-second intervals until the water has evaporated. Cover the red bean paste with plastic wrap and let it cool to room temperature. We'll use some of this for our red bean daifuku and some for our strawberry daifuku. To prepare strawberry daifuku filling, we'll cover 4 strawberries in red bean paste. Start by rolling the red bean paste into a small ball and then flattening it into a disc. Then bring in your beautiful strawberry and work the red bean paste from the top down to the bottom of it like this. For fruit-filled mochi, it's best to pick ripe and delicious fruits such as strawberries, pineapples, and kiwis. Strawberries are the best for beginners because they're not as watery and they hold up their shape well. Now we'll cover these and let them chill in the fridge while we prepare our matcha ice cream filling. Preparing your filling for ice cream mochi is really simple. It's crucial that your ice cream is super cold so it doesn't melt while you're trying to wrap it. That can get messy, trust me. Our trick for this is scooping out the ice cream in advance and freezing it for at least an hour to let it really harden. Now, we're ready to put these cute mochi babies together. We'll start with our red bean daifuku. Place one of the mochi squares in your palm and add 2 tablespoons of red bean paste in the center. Bring the edges of the dough up and over to seal like this. Make sure your fingers are adequately dusted with cornstarch so the mochi doesn't stick. Blot the seam side down on the dusted surface and trim off any excess mochi. You can save the extra pieces for a well-deserved snack now or later. That was easy, right? Let's do it again with our strawberries. For our strawberry daifuku, we'll wrap our strawberries in our gorgeous pink mochi using the same technique. Place a pink square of mochi in your hand and place a wrapped strawberry in the center of the mochi. The bottom tip should be pointing down like this. Now bring the edges of the dough up and over to seal like we did last time. Again, we'll blot the sticky side on the dusted surface. Okay, I promise you, this will all be worth it. Now it's time for our delicious matcha ice cream daifuku. Place one of the green mochi squares in the palm of your hand and drop a scoop of ice cream in the center. Our ice cream is now cold and hard and much easier to work with. Connect the 4 seams with your other hand, and once it's wrapped up, blot the sticky part again. Make sure to set your mochi seam side down. Now we finally get to eat them. And you'll want to eat them right away because nothing compares to the chewy, delicious texture of fresh mochi. Whether it's a red bean, strawberry, or matcha ice cream filled daifuku, we guarantee each of your cute creations will be delicious. You can package them in little cupcake holders and give them as gifts. Or you can have a little mochi party and eat them with your family and friends. You can find the recipes for all 3 daifukus on Tasty.co. We really hope you love this as mochi as we do.
Oh yes!